In the decades after World War II, Yugoslavia had one unifying figure, Marshal Josip Broz Tito. His image was on the money, in classrooms, and in every city square. He was more than a political leader, he was a symbol of unity, a unity of Yugoslavism, an identity that transcended ethnic divisions in a patchwork republic of Croats, Serbs, Bosniaks, Slovenes, Macedonians, and Montenegrins. But when Tito died in 1980, a symbolic vacuum opened. And who, if anyone, could unify a nation so diverse and so fragile? Born in Fahrete Jahic in Bosnia, Lepa Brena rose to early fame in the 1980s with the band Slak Tigre. Her blend of folk and pop was both modern and rooted in tradition. This unique blend would famously become known as turbo folk and become a staple in Balkan music. By the mid-1980s, Lepa Brena wasn't just a singer, she was a sensation. Her concerts drew tens of thousands across the republics. But her power wasn't in speeches or manifestos, it was in something much more subtle. Her apolitical charm, her romantic lyrics, and her ability to let every Yugoslav, regardless of origin, see themselves in her. She symbolically became what Tito once was, a living embodiment of Yugoslav unity. In 1989, just as Yugoslavia was beginning to fracture, Lepa Brena released Jugoslavenka, her most powerful anthem of Yugoslav unity. Through poetic lyrics, Brena fuses her physical body with the geography of the state, saying, "Her eyes are the Adriatic Sea, her hair is Pannonian wheat, wistful is my Slovenian soul." This isn't just romantic nationalism, it's a deliberate act of cultural synthesis. And as scholars know, Brena turned herself into a site of territorial and emotional mapping, embodying the multi-ethnic ideal once held together by Tito. In his absence, Brena became a unifying figure, a pan-Yugoslav icon whose sensuality was carefully balanced with modesty, making her both desirable and respectable. By declaring, "I'm Yugoslavian," not through politics, but through the intimate language of love, landscape, and longing, Brena offered a symbolic continuity of Yugoslav identity, one that could be sung and not legislated. And through this song, it really helped her cement her identity as the patron and mother of Yugoslavia. This wasn't a coincidence. It was a carefully constructed identity, one that mirrored the ideal of brotherhood and unity promoted under Tito. But unlike Tito's political ideology, Brena's message was emotional and romantic and deeply personal. She didn't speak of governments, she spoke of love, longing, and belonging. And she did it with a dual image, a sensual but modest image. To some, she was a glamorous pinup, dressed in miniskirts, dancing energetically on a stage. To others, she was a good daughter, a clean public figure, with no scandals, no politics, and a strong work ethic. Her image was carefully balanced, right? Just sexual enough to sell records, but modest enough to sit on grandma's shelf. The duality allowed her to transcend ethnic, gender, and generational divides. Men admired her, women related to her, parents approved of her, the youth adored her, and critically, she was from the in-between. Born in Bracau, raised in Tuzla, a Bosnian with a Serbian stage name and a Croatian fan base. She didn't belong in one group, she belonged to all. Where Tito once symbolized unity through power, Brena did it through desire, fantasy, and pop culture. He replaced the stern father of the nation with the alluring but safe image of a national sweetheart. And as Yugoslavia began to fall apart in the 1990s, Brena didn't disappear. Though the wars fractured the region, Brena continued to insist on a shared cultural identity. He performed in Croatia, Bosnia, and Serbia, even when it was risky. He insisted she was not Serbian, not Croatian, but just Yugoslav. That neutrality angered some, but it comforted many. Her marriage to Serbian tennis player star Slobodan Zivokninovic in 1991 was a lavish media event, but even that was read through a national lens. In a time of looming division, Brena truly represented continuity. And in the years after Yugoslav's collapse, her music would become a form of nostalgia, a reminder of a time when borders seemed less important. Yugoslavinka, in particular, became kind of a cultural relic. A love song, not to a person, but to an ideal that no longer existed. And Brena never renounced that identity. She never renounced Yugoslavia. And even in interviews today, she refers to herself as a Yugoslav woman. She performs across the former republics, drawing multi-generational crowds who remember what she once symbolized. Where Tito's image faded into statues and banknotes, Brena's became a living memory, a reminder what once united Yugoslavia. Her power wasn't political, it was symbolic. She showed that pop culture could carry an identity across time, even after a nation itself dissolved. And in a strange twist of history, the baton of Yugoslavia didn't pass to a general, it didn't pass to a politician, or even a generational thinker. It passed to a pop star with a blonde perm, a million-watt smile, and a song in her heart.